Every civilization runs on an invisible operating system. For Europe, that system is law. For India, it's dharma. Europe builds morality by codifying behavior. India builds morality by cultivating conscience. Europe depends on external control, rules, police, punishment. India depends on inner control, duty, restraint, awareness. So when a European steps into India and says, "This looks like chaos," he's just looking at a civilization that runs without visible rules. Globe showing Europe Africa 1. 2. Origins, 2 philosophies. Europe was built by the church and later by the state. Both created order by defining what's allowed and what's forbidden. Their societies evolved through obedience. To the Bible, to monarchs, to governments, to the law. India evolved through something deeper. Not what is legal, but what is right. Not what the book says, but what conscience whispers. That's why India produced the Gita, not commandments. Dialogue, not decree. Reflection, not enforcement. Dharma isn't a list of rules, it's a moral compass that shifts with context. It demands awareness, empathy, and judgment, not just obedience. Scales 2. System versus self-regulation. Europe builds systems that force morality. India builds individuals who choose morality. When morality is outsourced to a system, people behave only when watched. When morality is internalized as dharma, people act rightly even when unseen. That's why for thousands of years, India worked with fewer formal laws. It ran on trust, not threat. It was messy, yes, but alive. Dynamic, not mechanical. Globe with Asia Australia 3. Nationhood, what Europe tries to build, India already was. For Europe, a nation is a modern invention. A group bound by food, language, and culture, unified only in recent centuries. The European Union is still trying to create that unity through laws and treaties. But India defined its unity 5,000 years ago. The Vishnu Puran declared, "From the Himalayas to the ocean, this is India, one sacred land." That's not geography, that's civilizational identity. Where Europe builds unity through systems, India sustains it through spirit, shared memory, duty, and dharma. Europe dreams of becoming one. India has been one for millennia. 4. Order without control, traffic, markets, temples. Look at Indian traffic. To an outsider, it looks insane. To an Indian, it's music, horns, signals, motion, all negotiating space in real time. No one's obeying, but everyone's adjusting. That's not disorder. That's decentralized coordination. Or take a festival, millions gather, flow, and disperse. No command center. No central control. Yet it works, because dharma manages it, mutual respect, unspoken rhythm. Western order collapses without rules. Indian order emerges without them. That's the difference between control and consciousness. Counterclockwise arrows 5. Linear versus cyclical, the time mindset. Europe sees time as a straight line. A march from creation to judgment, from past to future, from birth to death. This linear view makes history a story of progress. And morality a question of rules. India sees time as cyclical, birth, death, rebirth, rise, fall, renewal. No absolute beginning, no permanent end. That's why India isn't obsessed with finality, it's comfortable with continuity. Where Europe seeks salvation, India seeks understanding. Where Europe asks, what's next? India asks, what's eternal? This difference shapes everything, from science to spirituality, politics to patience. 6. One life versus many lives. If you believe you live once, you chase perfection in one lifetime. You fear mistakes because time won't return. If you believe in many lives, you cultivate growth, not guilt. You evolve through experience, not fear of punishment. That's why Western systems revolve around sin and redemption, while Indian thought revolves around karma and learning. One system teaches, break the rule, suffer forever. The other says, learn the lesson, rise higher. Europe moralizes. India evolves. Cherry Blossom 7. Uniformity versus diversity. Europe seeks uniformity, one language, one law, one truth. Because uniformity feels safe. It reduces complexity to control chaos. India celebrates diversity, 1,000 dialects, deities, philosophies. Not as division, but as design. Because truth here isn't singular, it's layered. The Vedas say, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. Truth is one, the wise call it by many names. Where Europe eliminates difference to stay stable, India absorbs difference to stay alive. Uniformity creates order. Diversity creates harmony. That's the real civilizational choice. Medium white circle 8. The white man's guilt syndrome. Europe once ruled half the world. Colonized nations, extracted wealth, erased cultures. It justified that domination through a moral lens. We are civilizing them. But after centuries of exploitation, that same Europe now carries white man's guilt. A subconscious need to appear as the global moral teacher. So when the West lectures India about women, poverty, religion, or freedom, it isn't helping, it's healing its own conscience. It sees India not as it is, but as a mirror to manage its guilt. It needs to see India as broken, so that it can keep feeling righteous. Because acknowledging that India functions without Western systems, without their gods or governments, would collapse their moral superiority. The West built empires through guilt and salvation. India built civilizations through karma and dharma. That's why the Western gaze still tries to fix India, while India quietly continues to understand the world. Om Symbol 9. India's invisible order. Our order isn't written, it's lived. It's the vendor who returns change without a bill. The driver who stops for a cow, not by law, but by feeling. The temple crowd that flows in silence, because everyone knows why they're there. It's not perfect, but it's profoundly human. Because order here isn't mechanical, it's moral. We don't just follow rules, we feel responsibility. End with left arrow above closing. Europe created order by fearing chaos. India created harmony by embracing it. Europe sees time as a race. India sees it as a cycle. Europe seeks salvation through control. India seeks liberation through awareness. So when they say, India is chaos, the answer is simple. No, you're looking for rules. We are living by dharma. Because India doesn't run on control, it runs on conscience. And that's what makes it eternal.